A week before Liverpool report back for pre-season training, having already secured deals to sign Fabio Carvalho, Darwin Núñez and Calvin Ramsey, one key question still remains for Julian Ward to solve. Will Mohamed Salah agree a new contract at Liverpool? As the Egyptian king heads into the final 12 months of his current deal, what are the options open to the Reds? Well, option one is to give him a new contract. Having seen Sadio Mane move on to Bayern Munich this summer, and with Roberto Firmino also heading into the final year of his Liverpool contract, can the Reds really afford to lose all three members of the fabled front three within 2 years of each other? Having reportedly demanded a new wage of £400,000 a week, despite the Reds' current highest earner, Virgil van Dijk, reportedly being on £220,000 per week, negotiations have understandably hit a standstill. Regardless of whether a new deal can be reached, Salah's reassured Reds he won't be leaving this summer, speaking ahead of the Champions League final, confirming his commitment to the end of his current deal at the very least.
I'm just focused with the team, really. I don't want to talk about the contract now because it's like we have a long time. I'm staying next season for sure. That's clear. I'm staying next season, so let's see after that.
Option 2 is to sign a replacement. As proven with Sadio Mane, sentiment holds little place at Liverpool under FSG. Fernando Torres, Luis Suarez, Felipe Coutinho, Gini Wijnaldum, the examples are continuous over the players moved on when FSG have seen fit. Even Steven Gerrard falls into that bracket. Given the commitment to the wage structure and the club's model, Julian Ward and the recruitment team are constantly scanning the transfer market, ready to strike when the opportunity arises, and 2023 could offer a couple of irresistible opportunities. Replacing Mohamed Salah would be a thankless task. A number of criteria would need to be filled to minimise the risk of Liverpool dropping from the heights the Egyptian king has taken the Reds to. While Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz would have a year to adapt and Diogo Jota a further season to stamp his mark on the Reds' forward line, a Premier League ready option would be the best way to go. Step forward, Bukayo Saka. A left-footed right winger, aged only 20 and already an England regular, Saka has just 2 years left on his Arsenal contract. Should his own contract saga not be resolved within the next 12 months, aged 21 with 12 months to go on his Arsenal contract and potentially not playing Champions League football, the lure of Anfield and playing under Jurgen Klopp, who's previously outlined his admiration for the winger, could be too much to resist. With the Reds keen to upgrade their midfield in 2023, as well as having an eye on players with homegrown status, a double move for Borussia Dortmund's Jude Bellingham as well as Saka could potentially be the Reds' dream scenario. Another player linked in recent weeks is Real Madrid's Marco Asensio. Like Salah, Asensio has just 1 year left on his own deal at Real Madrid. And while never quite hitting the goal-scoring heights of Salah during his time at the Bernabeu, the Spaniard would fill a void of having a left-footed wide forward within Jurgen Klopp's attacking selection. And finally, option 3, promote from within or change the tactical setup. We're going with the idea of Asensio. While he wouldn't be a like-for-like replacement for Salah, perhaps as Saka could be, he could, with his tactical versatility, fit into a 4-2-3-1, which Jurgen Klopp favoured during his time in charge at Borussia Dortmund. Being an experienced option, the Spaniard could play in a transitional role if the Reds were to change system. With Mane and Salah moving on, the Reds would no longer need to rely on a specific threat from goal-scoring wingers. With both Harvey Elliott and Cade Gordon coming through the ranks at Kirby, a shift in formation could take away the goal-scoring burden from the right flank, with Darwin Núñez and Diogo Jota the primary goal-getters from central areas. Well, those are 3 potential options for how Liverpool can deal with the Mohamed Salah contract saga, but the clock's ticking, and with just over 12 months to go, a decision will have to be made.